What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. We just had another massive day on the VIP, going up 18 to 19 units in one day alone. What is crazy about this is we are only on Friday morning, guys. We have not even scratched the surface of what the rest of this weekend can hold for us. We just hit a 9x on Counter-Strike and Canadian football. We hit a 4.5x on Counter-Strike Canadian football. Again, this is not rocket science. It is just taking correlated bets together in 2-man or 4-man entries and pairing them up together, things that make sense together, which is the strategy we do. Since May 1st, right here on this on the VIP and on this channel, we have gone up 81 units since May 1st. So that is under 2 months, 81 units in under 2 months, guys. If you do not know what that means, a unit is how much you put on every single bet. So if you put $10 on every bet, you'd be up $810 in my VIP. If you put 25 on every bet, you'd be up more than $2,000, guys. If you put $100 on every bet, you'd be up $8,000, more than $8,000, guys. That is like, you could buy like a used car for that, and that's under 2 months, guys. So again, my goal for the VIP is not for you guys just to break even, not for you guys to just make a little bit of money. It's for you guys to pay off rent, for you guys to pay off groceries, for you guys to pay off car loans or anything like that with actual, correlated entries and just tailing my slips every single day. It is as simple as that. Obviously, have a blast doing it as well because betting is fun. We all love to bet. That is why we are here. We have more than 200 would be crazy, 200 units now on the year. And we have not even hit the best season, right? The best season is actually college football and NFL season. That is really where where the lights shine brightest for us. But in the middle of June, guys, we are up 55 units in just a random June month right here, and it feels like everything is like there's no NBA, there's no football, obviously, there's no NHL anymore. It feels like all these sports are kind of gone. We are still up 55 units in just a random month where it's kind of like the dead of summer because we use esports, we use League of Legends, we use Counter-Strike, and we use things like Canadian football to find correlation with, guys. So yeah, 55 units on the month, so the past 30 days, and then this week alone we're up more than 30 units right here. As you guys can see, absolutely been crushing it. If you guys do not know, on this channel as well, so I've been talking about the VIP a lot on this channel. Let me just switch to this slide here. Here is everything we have done, I think, over the past 9 days, okay? We have cashed all of these entries over the past 9 days. Absolutely insane. I think I actually forgot to add one. No, here it is. This was yesterday's entry right here with Shakira Austin. We go ahead and cash her as well. We take her over 7 rebounds or 7.5 rebounds, I think it bumped to. She gets 13 rebounds. Super easy cash there, guys. So yeah, I think it's like the past 7 out of 9 days we have cashed on this channel as well. So leave a like for that. I talked about it is only Friday, so we have still a ton to go. And every single weekend of Canadian football, guys, let me just walk you through this. The first weekend of Canadian football up 40 units. The second weekend we went up 25 units. Last weekend I think we went up like 5 or 6 units, and it was a super slow week for us. I was super vocal about that it just was a super slow week. There was like nothing to bet on last weekend, and then this weekend alone we're already up 18 units. So if you guys are watching all this, I really appreciate that, guys. Again, my goal is to make you guys money, and I think it's important to watch these and grasp the video. And really what I want you guys to do is to show you guys how to make money sports betting like this. And I have a couple of methods for you to do so. To join my VIP completely free today, you can get actually a couple of months free to my VIP. Start that journey going, and once you get that, then you can start building that bankroll and kind of pay for additional months through that, and keep going, and obviously get into stuff like football season stuff where we normally go up around 60 to 70 units every single month during football season. Rounding out the rest of the day, guys, what's crazy, this whole right side of the screen, right, all these plays right here are still plays that have not even happened yet. This is still potential energy going into today, right? We have all of these League of Legends entries happening for us. We have Mark Hubbard, who's ending his round right now. It looks like he might get around 69 to 68 strokes, so this is looking decent. He might actually push. He's actually on pace to just push at 69. And then we have all 4 of these entries happening today. Actually, this is also happening today with Canadian football, so we might hit another 4-man entry, or technically a 3-man entry because this guy DMP'd. And then going into the rest of these plays on League of Legends, guys, let me actually find the play that I sent out on this channel on Tuesday. We took Artemis at under 14.5, and a lot of you guys actually got it in at 14 because it bumped. He is now at 12, guys. Okay, so if there's one thing where it's like, oh, I don't know, man, is this guy legit? Think about this, guys. You could go back to Tuesday's video on Taco Tuesday. You could see me talking about Artemis at under 14.5 and how ridiculous this line was at 14.5, and tell tell you guys to take it all the way down to 13, take it all the way down to 12.5. His line by game time, actually, we still have like 7 hours till game time, so this might bump even further, is now at 12, right? Think about this in basketball terms, in NBA terms. If you get someone at 14.5 and by game time they bump all the way down to 12, think about how amazing of a play that is. Think about the percentage of chance that you're going to hit more if you get something at 14.5 versus 12. If this guy gets 12, if he gets 13, if he gets 14, we are going to hit, and everyone else who takes this at 12 or at 11 is not going to hit, okay? You can see similar bumps throughout the week, right? Emo, we took him at 15.5. He's at 14.5 now. Same thing with Caitlin Clark. This was another free play that I sent out on my Twitter, actually, and my free winnable. We took Skewmon at under 31.5. He is now at 29.5, so he bumped by 2 also, guys. All right, so let's get into the actual entry of the day then. We do have Brittany Griner under 8.5 points. I'm going to get into why I like her line right there. And then we have Knight plus Elk to go under 32.5 kills, okay? So I talked about this game on Tuesday. We have BLG versus GAM. Now, the opening lines, because I remember the opening lines. Elk's line opened at 14.5. Now his line is at 17. Knight's line opened at 13.5. Now his line is at 16. So pretty much what happened, and this is what I said on Tuesday, is all the BLG players' lines rised up because there was a much more likelihood that they were going to get that they were going to 3-0 GAM. Every player on GAM's line went down because they were more likely to lose, okay? So everyone's thinking that BLG is going to win this game 3-0. I personally do think they're going to win the game 3-0 also, and GAM is going to get 3-0 themselves, or sorry, 0-3 themselves, so they're not going to win one game at all. Now, I think this line is starting to get a little bit too frothy. It's starting to get a little bit too high for Knight and Elk, okay? Even if they do 3-0 even if they do 3-0 GAM, which I do think they're probably going to do, there's still a possibility that they only win 2 out of the 3 games. So they go 2-1, and this just straight up is too high. Even if they go 3-0, this could still be too high. This is not factoring in that the top laner could get a ton of kills. This is not factoring in that the jungle could get a lot of kills. The jungle could play champions like Nefari, Pantheon. If you don't know who those are just champions that get a lot of kills. They take a lot of kills from other people, and they need a lot of kills to get into games. And, if that does happen, then that's going to take away kills from Knight and Elk. And this is just expecting a lot out of Knight and Elk. This is expecting like 9 kills each from them every single game. A lot of what happens in these blowout type potential games, like I've said all week, BLG is a much better team, so they're probably going to blow them out. GAM's really not going to get in this game at all, so it's probably going to be a quick game where BLG maybe only needs like 15 kills to end the game in total. So Knight and Elk might get 5 kills each, have a really solid game where they don't even die once, but GAM just doesn't get in this game at all, and just kind of, Knight and Elk only have like maybe 9-10 kills throughout game 1, but still absolutely crush them, okay? So I'm thinking this might even be a short game. Knight and Elk get less, and hopefully you guys are kind of understanding where, like, I still think BLG is going to dominate this game, but I still think there's a bit of a frothy line. It's too high, right? I loved Elk or Knight at these opening lines to go over, but now that they're at 17, now that they're at 16 each, I'm taking them actually under because I think it's a little bit too high, okay? So before I get into explaining Brittany Griner, I do want to say if you guys want to get into my VIP, all you guys have to do is text me the word Bovada to my number right here. It is 512-270-0440, and I will get you into my VIP for 2 months free. It's pretty much no questions asked. It's super easy to do so. All you have to do is maybe spend like 5 to 10 minutes doing the instructions that I will send you. By the way, all you have to do is put $25 into Bovada, take a $1 entry, but I am Venmo or cash apping you back the $25, right? So you're putting 25 into Bovada, but I'm actually paying you back to do this, okay? So you're going to put some money into Bovada, but once you do all the steps, then I'm going to Venmo or Cash App you back the $25. If anyone wants to vouch down in the comments that I do this for you, I don't know why you would think I would scam you, or I'd have like 50 comments of people saying that I scam you and just take your money or something like that, but I'll definitely pay you back. There's really no reason for me to scam you or something, and it's a win-win, right? Because I do win from Bovada. You guys will also get Bovada and get some money into Bovada, and I will also give you guys obviously the 2 months of VIP, which you guys are looking for. You can do the same thing with Better. You guys will get actually a free $10 from Better today. All you have to do is put $10 into Better. So if you want a little bit of a less deposit entry, you guys can put $10 into Better, take a $1 free $1 bet on Better, and once you do that, I will get you guys also two months of VIP. So you guys can get Better months of VIP. You guys can also get Bovada months of VIP, okay? One last thing, guys. If you got my VIP football season pass profit guarantee promo, okay, which I actually sent out, I think like June 8th. I sent it out June 8th, so like 20 days ago or something like that. We are already paid 60% of this off. So I know dozens and dozens of you guys got this locked in. So if you got this locked in, congratulations. We are not even done with June yet. We're like 20 days into this pass. So we still have July, we still have August, and we still have a couple of days in September. So like 2 days and some change, and we have already paid off, 2 months and some change, and we have already paid off 60% of this. The thought process of this pass, guys, is to pay off this pass by the beginning of football season. So the rest of the football season, all the way up until the Super Bowl Sunday of February of next year, you're going to get all of my plays for free from the start of the season to the end of the season. You're going to pretty much have all the plays free because you would have already paid it off. If you guys did not pay it off, I was going to actually give you your money back in a full refund. But I will say we're already 60% paid off, guys. So again, I can't even fathom how much of a valuable pass this was. So if you lock that in, congratulations, guys. I do just want to kind of keep updating you guys as this goes, because right now it's looking like you're not going to get refunded, but you guys are going to make the money with the VIP, with taking the $10 or more bets, and that's just amazing to see, because we're not even hitting July yet, guys. We're not even like really even scratched the surface of summer, and really what this pass was is building up your bankroll to the summer, paying off this pass through the summer. Then once we hit football season, we are pretty much all steam ahead. We're really always all steam ahead, but theoretically all steam ahead, and you'll have all profit going into the season. So I know something like 40 or 50 of you guys locked this in, so congratulations for that, and we're just going to keep winning, guys. So again, if you ever want to lock in with me for the season or something like that, I can work with you guys. Just text me. Again, I'm a human. I'll text you guys, and my number that you guys will see on these different screens here, 512. This 512 number is my personal number, so just text me and I'll get you guys, some sort of discount for the rest of a football season or the rest of the year, something like that. I can always work that out with you guys. So let's get into the actual Brittany Griner line. I already talked about this elk line. Brittany Griner under 8.5 points. So I will say, if this bumps to like 8, then just go ahead and pivot to her points rebounds under, okay? So I do like her points just a slight bit more, but it was honestly hard to do because I do like her points rebounds also for a lot of the same reasons. So her points here, I'm taking her under, and she's playing the Minnesota Lynx, guys, which are the #1 team in the WNBA, actually. They are also the #1 defense in the WNBA, and Nafise Collier is coming back this game, who is the Defensive Player of the Year last year. So there's a lot of reasons of why Brittany Griner should go under this line. Let me go ahead and switch this to the under so you guys will see that. But you guys will also see, this is actually a very confusing bet because, one, her minutes are so all over the place, but two, she's very consistent with those minutes. So if we can figure out how many minutes she's getting played tonight, then I think we can really figure out if she should go over or under this line here. So you'll see earlier in the season, she got like 30 minutes type games, right? If we look at all of 2025, she got like 28 minutes, she got 30 minutes, and then she started really fluctuating back and forth where she gets like 24, 29, goes all the way down to 14. This was, I believe, because of an ankle injury, and she's really kind of not gotten back to that minute share that she has had earlier in the season and really last year, right? Last year, she was a much better player. She's getting kind of older, and we have a lot of minutes earlier in the season, and now it's kind of fluctuating back and forth between this like 25-minute mark to 15 to 25 to 18 to 23 to 27. And if you look at the averages, guys, she's averaging 23 minutes a game, okay? And I think tonight she's probably going to play more of that 18 to 20 minute mark just based on the past matchup she's had and based on, kind of how they're going to play this game versus the Lynx. The other player on her team, I'm forgetting her name. I think it's Brianna Jones, maybe. I think it's this Jones person right here. She is kind of taking a lot of the share of more of that center role, and Brittany Griner is not able to actually finish games. Okay, so she's kind of late in the game where it's like 5 minutes left in the fourth, 6 minutes left in the fourth. Brittany Griner is actually coming out of those games, and those moments are big moments in those games, right? Because a lot of points are scored in the last like 5 to 6 minutes of NBA or WNBA games. So that is why I'm taking the under here. Again, it's kind of hard because it's like this graph doesn't look great, but you have to take everything in consideration that she has actually gone under this in a lot of times, right? The graph actually looks a little bit better here, right? So if we look at the unders here, and we take under points rebounds. The graph does actually kind of like look better in the unders, but I do like her points tonight. But the points rebounds is just as good, guys. You'll also see that the Lynx is first in points allowed and first in rebounds allowed. So they have the best defense by far in the WNBA. I'm taking points. This is what I'm going with here, points under. You guys can also take points rebounds. That is also a really solid play, and I was really debating back and forth which one I should take, but I'm taking points tonight. So this is what we're locking in. We're locking in Brittany Griner under points, and we're locking in Knight plus Elk under kills in map 1 through 3. We got a lot of League of Legends to get today. We got some PGA finishing up. We got some Canadian football today, and going to be absolutely spamming entries for you guys as I always do on Friday. If you guys want to get into the VIP, here are the number of ways that you guys can do so with Bovada and with Better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around and watched this whole video, man, I truly appreciate that, and you guys are going to succeed because you are willing to put in the work, right? You know, if you want to come on the videos and just get the play every day, that's understandable, but you're really not going to make a ton of money just like watching these videos every day and just like tailing the entry of the day, because at the end of the day, you're only getting seven entries in over the course of a week. Maybe you hit 4 or 5 of those, or 3 or 4 of those, whatever it is. But to really get volume down, to get, 8, 9, 10 plays a day and make an 18 unit day, a 19 unit day, you got to get onto the VIP, and that is going to really accelerate your bankroll and really, make you serious about betting, guys. So again, that's why I really speak about this, because I know you guys can make $2,000 a month easy by just playing my entries every single day and putting 10, 20 bucks on them a play. And I've been doing this for the past 15 months. So that's why I talk a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.